Hello everyone, my name is Adele MArdesic, and today I would like to introduce you my business plan for my project, which is Healthylicious Meal Prep Food Service. What is a healthy life? What is a healthy lifestyle? If we could ask this question to a number of people, we would have most likely thousands of numbers of different answers. And this is because not everybody has the same opinion on what a healthy lifestyle or eating healthy actually means. However, some people may have some factors or facts in common. And this is because at the end of the day, it's all about a balanced diet and exercising. In fact, some people may think that healthy lifestyle is eating veggies or exercising, such as running or walking. So not everybody would give you the same answer or the same definition for healthy living lifestyle. Sometimes people think that when a person isn't healthy, is visible by actually gaining weight or being overweight. But that's not true because everybody has different type of bodies, and unhealthy lifestyle or eating habits could be shown differently from body to body. For instance, some people may gain weight, some other may have acne or even bloating. But when people think about eating healthy, they would imagine this big bowl of salad with some chicken or some other type of protein, which this is not true because that's not eating healthy. That's actually just refraining yourself from eating either type of source of food in order not to increase your calorie. And this is not healthy because eating healthy or is having or eating a balanced diet by not cutting any type of source of food. In some diet, it is possible to see that people suggested to cut certain types of food groups such as carbohydrates, and this could be found in the keto diet. Either cut it or just reduce the amount of it. And this is not healthy because by cutting a certain type of food group, you are most likely to eliminating a source of energy that your body needs in order to function. Our bodies are like machine that requires like a balance of protein, carbohydrates, fats, and vitamins and water to stay in good condition. And by getting in a wrong diet, our health will actually be suffering. People might not think that by just eating salad and protein, you are harming your body in any way, but that's not true because your body is not getting the fuel that it needs in order to stay healthy. Healthylicious business description. So Healthylicious is a meal prep service that I came up with, and we have decided to establish in Phuket. And the reason why is in Phuket and not Bangkok, it is because I believe that in Bangkok there are lots of meal prep services companies that instead in Phuket where I'm from, there are not a lot of meal prep services, even though the demand is quite high. People may ask why the demand is quite high, and it is because when we look at Phuket, is a island where it's very famous for people to come and do Muay Thai, and there's a lot of gym that actually started to open up in Phuket because of people lifestyle that started to change, and this has opened up to lots of opportunities, but there is not that health eating habits development for people who are very into the nutritious. Therefore, we decided to establish our company in Phuket. So the service that we provide is meal prep for consumers, and this is not only meal prep, but we actually also provide for people who are do not want to meal prep, but instead would like us to deliver their the ingredients to their house in order for them to actually do them themselves. We also provide that service. So we would write down the information that they need to know in order to prepare the food, and we would do the shopping for them, and we will deliver them to their doorstep. Another process for our business is that we actually work with the goal of the consumers. So if the consumers is on a healthier eating habits, we would provide them a plan that would actually be serving the goal of eating happier, eating habits. Or in case they are they're planning on losing their weight, we actually would work with the consumer of how much weight would they like to lose, and like what is their current weight and their current height, what type of lifestyle do they have, is it sedentary or is it slightly active, and by having enough information regarding all this, we could know what type of calorie intake that they would be needing to actually work out and using throughout the day. But also we also provide goals for consumers that actually gain weight. So this is totally different from different type of goals, because if you're gaining weight, you should be eating more food, and if you're losing weight, you actually should be eating either slightly less or just a few calories less than your BMI. And just healthier eating habits is just changing your way of approaching healthy eating. Another part of our business is that we actually would have information of our clients. So once they started to actually choose our business, we would have a document for them to actually sign, and regarding their preference sheet of like what type of protein they prefer, what type of veggie, what are they allergic to, and what are their dietary preferences, if they're keto, paleo, or just like they are pescatarian, things like that. So we could actually work a dietary plan for them and a meal prep for them. And another thing about our company is that we plan on providing them different type of food and different type of cuisine. And this is because we do not want our consumer to eat boring type of meal prep. We actually want it to be very visualized and appetizing and fresh. And all this will be delivered through our from our delivery man to your doorstep, and a consumer can actually keep on track of what they've been eating, and what are the information regarding the foods they've been eating, how many calories, how many kilojoules, how many macros and micro, through our app. So the meal prep industry and the healthy industry has always been there, and it is still in continuous growth. However, with the help of the pandemic, it actually was incentivized by people because they started to see that doctors were suggesting to eat healthier and exercising more. So people have started to do this in order to prevent themselves from getting worse when they had COVID. It is very easily to find in Thailand places or vendors where they have meal prepared for you, and this is very convenient for people who actually live in their bed. They have a busy lifestyle, so they would work most of the times, and then they're not willing to cook. Therefore, meal prep food is very easy, convenient for them. as you can see, when we go to the streets and then we see the vendors selling them, either they make it fresh in front of you or they send them in those bags for you to actually take home and eat at home. There are two types of like fresh food and frozen food. In places such as Big C and 7-Eleven and Tesco, you would see in the big refrigerator food that are actually frozen. And when we look at them, we actually see that the sodium intake is very high in those foods. And this is because food companies do that in order to preserve the food, and that is very bad for your blood pressure. When we look at a healthy lifestyle or eating habits, we should always know that if you eat more than what you should be eating, you would be slightly in a gain weight type of situation. So you should eat the amount of calories that you should eat are actually based on your goals. And in our companies, what we try to do is to provide healthier and fresh meals prep for our consumers and our client. And this is because we know how hard it is to come back home from a hard day of work and cook. But then you always have the ideas, what should I cook today? So instead, when through our app, we provide information of what type of cuisine we have this week, and you can select what type of food would you like.